of the provisions that you think need clarification or improvement for reconsideration?
Well, first, as a general matter, Senator, Dodd-Frank is a very big, complicated piece of legislation. It addresses many different issues, and I'm sure there are many aspects of it that could be improved in one way or another. I recall, in fact, that you yourself had a bill 5 or 6 years ago on reg reform and simplification.
That's right.
Which was a bipartisan effort to find ways to reduce costs without losing the purposes of the regulation. And I think something along those lines would be very doable in this context. The Federal Reserve would certainly be willing to work with you closely. In terms of specifics, we'd want to do the work, of course, but you mentioned in your opening remarks the end user issue, clarity on what Congress would like us to do about end users, for example. Another area which is proving difficult is the push-out provision for derivatives. And I think more generally, I think we all agree that the burden of regulation falls particularly heavily on small community banks, which don't have the resources to manage those regulations very effectively. So I would say as a general proposition that we ought to work together to try to find ways to lower that regulatory burden on those smaller institutions.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I appreciate your advice and your expression of willingness to work with us on these and others as we move forward to try to improve our regulatory climate.